Hey everyone, I have my coffee. This one does not make me feel sick. If you're watching my vlogs at the moment, soy milk and my coffee, like this one's perfect. It's better than the almond milk and it's better than just black coffee. So today, I am doing a video that is quite chill. All I have on my face right now is a little bit of lip balm because I'm going to show you guys how I tint my eyebrows and my eyelashes. I showed you guys these in my big unboxing haul. I showed this and I was like, oh, this is what I use to tint my eyebrows and my eyelashes. And I got so many questions asking like, how do you do it? What do you do? Can you show us how to do it? So I thought I would definitely do that for you. It's quite simple. I just pretty much follow the instructions. But I mean, if you find this helpful, then that's good. So for me, like a little bit of history, I have been tinting my eyebrows since I was very, very young. It's probably one of the like adult things my mum let me do as a child. So when I lived in Korea, I think I was about 9 or 10 or so, I used to tint my eyebrows. Well, I didn't do it. My mum would do it for me or take me to a beautician to do it. Ever since I was very young, I've always had very fair like lashes and eyebrow hairs. I've got remnants of eyebrow tattoos. You can see here like they're pretty much gone. It's very, very faded and there's barely anything there. So you can't really tell how fair my eyebrows actually are, but they are really fair. And my lashes as well look so short just now, but they're actually really long. It's just that all the tips are always like blonde. I don't have naturally blonde hair, so I don't know why my eyelashes are like that. It's just the way I was born. So I like to tint them just to make them look longer and thicker, and it just makes like no makeup days a little bit nicer because, you know, I actually have something going on my face and it just, yeah, it just looks nice. So yeah, I've been doing it since I was really young, and then once I got back from Korea, my mum either used to do it for me using this exact brand, or we would go to like our beautician, and that was like the one thing I was allowed to do until I was allowed to like pluck my eyebrows. Then my mum would let me like do my eyebrows by plucking them or get them plucked at the salon. So yeah, that's basically a short history. My natural eyebrows, sorry this video is going to be kind of chatty, like I just feel like chatting. So my natural eyebrows were very similar to this shape. I just had like a lot of stray hairs like under here, but the actual like shape, the arch and everything is literally exactly what I've always had ever since like being quite young. I don't know if I've got any like pictures of me as a little kid, but if I do, I'll like show some to you. And then for me, I never ever get my eyebrows threaded or waxed or anything. I just simply pluck down here and in between here, because yeah, the rest of my eyebrows basically stay fine. So the only other maintenance is just dyeing them sometimes. And then my eyelashes, I don't actually dye them that often. I probably do it like once a year, but I just feel like doing it today to show you how I do it, but I'll get into that afterwards. I'm going to show you the eyebrows first and just talk about that. So I have two different shades, I guess. I've got natural black, which I'm going to use on my eyelashes. I usually use like blue black, but I just wanted something a little bit softer. Blue black seems to look darker, I don't know, so I got natural black instead, which I think will be a little bit more subtle, because I don't want to look like I've got lash extensions or anything. I just want my eyelashes to look fresh and like naturally dark, you know. And then for my eyebrows, I got brown black. I used to use like a medium or light brown, which worked well, but I just like darker eyebrows, and it does fade pretty quickly, because what happens is obviously when you dye your eyebrows, it dyes your skin as well. So once you wash your face like 3 or 4 times, it usually comes off the skin and just leaves the hairs dyed. And once that happens, like the darker hairs looks really nice, I think, in my opinion, on me, and it makes doing my eyebrows a lot easier. Even though I've got a little bit of tattoo left, they still look so much better when they're tinted. And even when I had my eyebrows tattooed, sometimes the color would look a little bit funny, and it was because my natural brow hairs were like really light, so they were like reflecting on top of the tattoo. So when you do have eyebrow tattoos, I recommend getting them tinted regardless, just because it helps them blend nicer instead of your like fair hairs just like sitting on top of the tinted, on top of the tattoo. I don't know if that makes any sense. So let's just dive in, because otherwise this video is going to be 8 years long like normal. So like I said, I've got nothing on my skin right now. It's perfectly clean. I got out of the shower 10 minutes ago, so I've just washed my face. I haven't put on any moisturizers or oils or anything like that, and that's just important so that the dye works and sticks rather than not sticking obviously. So this is like a new little set compared to my last one. The last one I had looked a little bit different because literally like this stuff lasts like a year or something like that. It says a year on here and I'd say that's about right. And it says on here, no smudge color for lashes and brows that won't wash off, which is true. But it says, instead of applying mascara daily, use this product every 4 to 6 weeks. Like, no, I'm still gonna use mascara. But it is nice, yeah, like I said, just for no makeup days and everything like that. And it makes such a good base for your makeup to go on top of. So I'm gonna show you. And yeah, it lasts 4 to 6 weeks. It's basically just like your hair cycle. Like once your hairs fall out and regrow, like how your lashes and brows, you know, they fall out, that's how long it's gonna last for. Okay, so the old one used to just be half and half of like the developer and the color, but this one has specific instructions. It says about 1 inch of the color cream, which this is the color cream. This is how it looks. In the little set, you get those 2 products, and you also get an applicator that looks like that and a spoolie as well, and these little eye protectors. So I just remove all of those out of the packaging. You're left with this. So this is not rubbish. This is what I use to mix it all. So I'm taking about 2.5 centimeters of this stuff. So I'm just gonna do about that. And then it says add 10 drops of the developer liquid. So I think that's about that. And then what you want to do is just mix it together, so you can just use this little like stirry thing. And it's really awkward, like it seems like it doesn't mix together, but eventually it will. It's just really, really strange. And after lots of vigorous mixing, this is what it looks like. So basically after that, you just apply it. And how long do you wear it for? I can't even remember. So 12 to 15 minutes. So basically I just take like a chunk. I'll zoom you in for this step. If you're not comfortable doing this as well by yourself, like if you don't feel very comfortable, you can always ask someone else to do it for you. And of course, like if you've got any doubts, definitely do patch testing. Like make sure you're not allergic to it or anything like that when it's around the eye area. If you've never done it before, just be extra careful. There's like information on here. This isn't sponsored or anything, by the way. I just want you guys to know. There's information on the actual booklet, like safety instructions and everything like that. So before you get started, if you buy the same kit as me, don't just like watch my video and copy me. Make sure you read the instructions for yourself as well. Because, you know, I've done this for like ages, so I'm kind of just on autopilot and I know what works for me. So I just want you guys to be safe. So basically I just like to take chunks and I put it on and then clean it up afterwards if I need to. So just start brushing it in, and I like to kind of go back and forward to make sure it's really coating all sides of the hair. Sorry about my camera, it's having focusing issues lately. I don't know what's wrong with it. So yeah, just going back and forth like this, because otherwise sometimes you'll coat like one side of the hair and not the other. So and because this color is darker, I will do some tests like halfway through, because sometimes I remove it quite early because I just don't want it to go to like the full dark tint, if that makes sense. Once you've coated all the hairs really well, you can take your little cotton buds and just do one eyebrow at a time so that you can get it off easily. Otherwise it'll tint your skin pretty quickly. I quite like doing this before I go traveling as well, just because it's quite nice to have a little bit of something, like if you're going to like an island holiday or something. It's just nice and easy. So I've got my shape there, and then I just go in with a little bit more product and just make sure it's nice and evenly. I'm so tongue-tied today. Distributed. Sometimes it looks a little bit streaky, but it's actually fine. Like it comes out okay. So don't be too nervous. And then of course once you've done that, you can go right ahead and do the other one. Okay, so once you're kind of happy with how the shape looks, I think I'm mostly happy. This one's a little bit wonky, but I mean, you're just dyeing the hairs at the end of the day. Like you're going to have a tint on your skin for a couple of days, but once that fades, it's just going to be the hairs anyway. So you don't have to be too careful. It's obviously just if you don't want to wear makeup, you're going to see this for a few days. So once I have done that, I usually just get rid of the rest of the product. So just wipe it off with a tissue or something like that. Obviously start a timer as well. So I'm just going to start a timer for about 5 minutes. And we will check it in 5. Okay, so it has been 5 minutes, and what I'm gonna do is just take a little bit from the front, and the reason I take it from the front is so that if it's not ready yet, I can just push some product back over it, and it doesn't matter if the fronts are a little bit lighter, even though that never seems to happen anyway. They usually end up the same, but yeah, that's just my logic. So you can just like take a little bit, you can wet it if you like. I literally just like go like that, and you can see that the actual hairs are dark. So for me, like, this is looking pretty good. I might leave it on just for like another like half a minute or like a minute or two. I just like guess, because like it doesn't really ever turn out bad, I feel, so whatever. And in the meantime, get ready with some little makeup removing pads, or even like those cotton balls. That's what they use at the salons usually, and some water, and you want to remove it. Just be careful of your eyes, try not to drip it into your eyes. If you do, it's not a biggie, just rinse your eyes with some fresh water. I've done it before. Sometimes it stings a little bit, but it seems to be fine. But you obviously want to be careful, and once again read the instructions and warnings and stuff like that, because I don't want any of you guys to have any kind of reaction. So I've just like wet my little sponge, and I'm just going to rub it off, and that's how easy it is. And just be quite thorough. It is a dye, so it's not just gonna like come off if you're too rough, and you can just see when it's clean as well. I kind of should have done one at a time so you could have seen the difference, but look at that. Just check it's completely clean, which it is. So easy. And like, you'll be able to go back to the beginning of the video if you want and see what my eyebrows look like now. They look a lot darker and tidier and even thicker, like, because you can see all of the individual lash hairs, or eyebrow hairs I should say. So yeah, you can do the exact same thing on the other side. So in that 5 minutes while I was waiting for that to develop, I just mixed together the, what color is it, natural black. So I'm going to do my lashes next. Just 1 second, like, see how I've got a little gap here? There's some new hairs growing in, because you can see them, like there's a gap, but can you see the tiny hairs growing in? Revita-Brow. It's the same formula as Revita-Lash. I don't have my Revita-Brow in here, it's in my bathroom, so I'm just going to use some Revita-Lash now and just pop that right in that gap, because it's growing in new hairs, thank goodness. And I also put it right here. I've only been using it for like maybe a month. It's usually a month to 6 weeks to see like the results. So on your lashes, this is even more, like, you have to be even more careful, sorry. So if you're not confident, if you're not comfortable, if you've never done it before, like, either get someone else to do it for you, in which case you can use the little under eye pads and just shut your eyes and relax while someone else applies it. If you are confident like me and you've done it for ages, or you're just very confident and you already know that you're not allergic to it, you've got no allergies to it, you're not sensitive, etc, etc, then yeah, I'm going to show you how I do it. You need to be so careful because it is your eye area. In my experience, like I said, I've got a little bit of my eye before and it just kind of feels a little bit stingy. I just rinse it out and I'm fine. But of course, everyone reacts differently. So just be very careful and obviously try not to get it in your eye. And to be honest, like, I don't get it in my eye most of the time. So I like to use the little spoolie that comes with the kit. It looks like this. And basically all I do is just brush it in, and it's kind of like the same steps. You just leave it on for like 10 to 12 minutes, but I'll just check it after like 5 minutes or so just to check the color. It says here like how to remove it from your eye area when you're doing it to yourself. It says to apply it, use the mascara style wand, which I'm gonna do, and then it says to remove it, basically you do the same thing as I just did with the wet cotton buds, but you remove it away from your eyes, and it says slight stinging may occur, which is a normal reaction. If it persists for more than 1 minute, flush with an eye bath of cold tap water. And obviously it says important, avoid getting the mixture in your eyes. If it occurs, immediately flush with cold tap water. So yeah, and you can of course use the same color in your eyes, like eyebrows and eyelashes, but for me I just don't want my eyebrows to be black. Like, I quite like this color with my hair color. And yeah, so when I do the mascara, I usually focus most of the product on the end of the little wand, and then when I actually apply it, I focus most of the product on the ends, because that's the area where my lashes are so blonde. So I start just on the ends. Don't apply too much, because the more you apply, obviously it's more likely to drip and everything, so just try to apply less, because it still will work. If you get on your skin, we'll just wipe it off afterwards. To be honest, you get better results when someone else does it for you. My mum used to do it for me, because you can get like right up next to the root, whereas when you're doing it yourself, you don't really want to go too close to the root because you don't want to get it in your eye. Oh, see, I got that way too close to under my lash line. So what I'm going to do is take a Q-tip, just have them handy, and then just wipe that away so it doesn't drip into my eye. And then I'm just gonna apply it on here. And then apply a little bit to the bottoms if you like. And just listen to yourself as well. You know, if you feel any stinging or anything, just take it right off. Like at the moment, I can't feel a thing. Like it just feels like I've got something on my lashes. Like it feels kind of like heavy, you know? And then just wipe it all off your skin before it starts staining. See, when I look down, you can kind of see where I've put it. I haven't got like right up to the root, which sucks, but you can't really do that unless you want it to end up in your eye. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to time that now for 5 minutes and I'll be right back. Just a note as well, if you are a little bit more clumsy or if you've never done it before, what I used to do is just chuck on some lip balm or Vaseline or something like oily just around my eyes and at the border of my eyebrow where I didn't want the color to go, and that means that if you get dye on it, it's not going to tint that area because there's like a barrier between your skin and the dye. So yeah, and it also says some stuff about that in the instructions as well. So if you're looking at me like I can't even shape my eyebrows, like how am I supposed to do that? That's a really good way to do it. Okay, so I've actually left it on for about 10 minutes now. And I'm just going to go ahead and remove it. Should be fine, hopefully. With the lashes, obviously, I don't mind if it's like pitch black. Whereas with the eyebrows, I wanted to take it off early because I didn't want to have super dark hairs. So yeah, you know, you can just kind of judge it. I know it said to like remove it outward, but what I usually do is just shut my eye and I kind of set it there and just wiggle and then keep my eye shut. Oh, it's like purple. And then just continuously do this. Go underneath, and I like to really make sure, so I do like a whole lot of that, and then once again I take a dry one and just whoops, make sure, and you can see if it's clean. Like see, I've got a little bit of residue on there, so obviously you just want to take another one and just make sure it's completely clean. And then the other eye, do the exact same thing. Once again, if you get any in your eye, rinse out your eyes nice and thoroughly and you'll be all good, hopefully. And that is how I do it. I've got a little bit of redness here, just sometimes happens, and I get red there because of my thin eyelids as well and hay fever and ugh. Anyway, obviously you can imagine if I put on some concealer and everything, you can see how much longer and darker and thicker my eyelashes now look, hopefully. So yeah, that's how I tint my eyelashes and my eyebrows so they look nice and presentable and fluffy and full and darker rather than super fair and blonde. I don't know about you guys, but I can 100% see the difference and I just like the way it looks. It just looks fresh. It makes me feel a little bit more confident without any makeup on. And yeah, it's just a nice base for your makeup to go on top of as well. Something I would do sometimes if I just wanted something extra is use the They're Real tinted primer, and this will just help to actually thicken your lashes and also curl them a bit. You can also use an eyelash curler, but I barely ever use eyelash curlers, like you guys know. I don't know, I can't be bothered with them most of the time. I just use them to like seal my falsies in. If I'm using false lashes, I'll like use it to bring them nice and close. But you can see that just gives you an extra lift, and this works well even if you don't tint your eyelashes, but it just works so well once your eyelashes are tinted because it like, oh god, it matches. Sometimes I even just chuck it through my eyebrows as well if I want to just stick them all in one direction. Look how easy peasy that is, and it's just so presentable, I guess. So easy. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, please give the video a thumbs up. Let me know if you're going to try it out for yourself, or let me know if you already do this. You can also get this done professionally at a salon, and it's usually pretty affordable from memory, because obviously I haven't been to a salon for a long time to do it, but from memory it was usually around like, depending where you went, $20 to $30 for like one or the other. Or sometimes they'll do like a package deal, like do a couple for 30 or 40. And yeah, you usually need it maybe every month to 6 weeks, depending how fast your hair grows and how fast it fades and everything. But yeah, I'm obsessed. And of course, I also use the Revitalash on my lash line, because that's why my eyelashes are so long. It's seriously magical. If you go on Exo Beauty, you can actually read reviews on this product from customers, like honest customer reviews, so you can see if it's worked for them, or you can just Google Revitalash results and you'll see so many results. And seriously, this is like my beauty secret. I love it. So I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna go, and I just can't get over how like fluffy and nice and full my lashes look now. By the way, that was like half a coat of mascara. Like that wasn't even much. Like that was literally just like quickly slapping it on. I wasn't careful. I will talk to you guys in my next video. I'm talking way too much. Bye.